Welcome back to another episode of Unpacking Life with the box and the basket. My wife loves me very much, and sometimes I don't know why. Because I'm a very difficult person at times.
I'm glad you know that.
And she does a lot of stuff that annoys me, but I still love her. So today we're going to talk about each other's quirks and disorders.
Probably.
Are we going to go that deep?
Yeah.
All right.
And how we deal with them.
And how we deal with them, how we work around them, how we ignore them, and what makes our marriage successful most of the time. But before we get into that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we appreciate y'all listening or watching, however you're getting our content.
Yes.
So what's your number one quirk that you hate about me?
How do I deal with your quirks? Or
Sure.
what is your quirk? Well, probably that you're so petty.
King Petty, baby. I'm an eye for an eye type of person. most
No,
of the
you're
time.
an I for capital I kind of person.
Well, yeah. You gotta get the best.
Like, if I'm in a bad mood or like PMSing or whatever, and he can sense it.
Don't bring that in, because you're in bad moods without PMSing.
That's not true.
It's very
Or I'm
true.
like,
Have you ever seen the thing where it's like, it says mom always controls the house? Even Vanessa doesn't think so, but mom always controls everything.
mm-hmm.
If mom's happy, the house is happy. If mom's mad, the house is mad. If mom's upset about something, everybody's got to be in a bad mood.
Whatever.
You want to do something fun, but mom says no, everybody's not doing it. That's how it is.
Whatever.
We
So
all live
then
the
you
same
will match
lives.
the energy.
Yes, I'm an
And
energy
it's
matcher.
so ridiculous. I'm like, dude, just need you to be supportive in this moment. Shut the
No,
heck
dog.
up.
There's no
Yes.
reason for you to be upset. Just smile.
You don't
wanna
know
be
that.
upset?
You're not in my body. You don't feel my stress levels. So what's your quirk about me that you can't deal with?
You're freaking chewing. I like become homicidal.
That's with anybody.
Yeah. But
That's a
especially you.
disease.
You always make these weird ass noises all the time. Tell me I'm lying.
You're lying. I'm just
I'm
laughing
gonna
because
make
you're
all
laughing.
these noises. So she eats and she goes,
I told you like
and
that.
I'm like, Vanessa, shut the fuck up, please. So, and it reminds me every time, because you told me when you were kids, your brothers would make fun of you and call you a horse. Like, I see it. I see when they called you a horse.
It's so rude.
You chew like a damn horse. I'm like, please stop chomping. Just seal your lips.
My mouth is closed and I'm still making a noise.
God. Yes. And she's still. I'm sure the mic picked that up because it's loud as hell. I'm like, oh my gosh.
You're a bully,
please
really.
stop.
That's like a disease or
Anything.
a disorder that people can't listen to other people chewing.
Oh, I know, but you
It's
go
called
over the top.
something.
You go over the top.
Are you crying?
Yes, because I'm dying laughing. And another thing, when you freaking burp, oh my God.
Listen, if it doesn't pay rent, it has to come out. I'm not going to be quiet about
You're
it.
evicting the damn thing.
I am evicting it.
She's like this. She's just, boom. I'm like,
Or when
what?
I sneeze. The other day I was at True, the martial arts school we go to, and the kids, I was in the back organizing stuff.
Did you do the loud one?
And I sneezed.
Oh my God.
And TJ came back and he's like, did you just sneeze? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh my God, it was so loud. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? That's not how I...
you sneeze normal.
No.
Sometimes, most of the
If it,
time,
like-
you go like this.
No.
But
If
then
it comes
sometimes
out-
you're like, achoo!
It's good for you to let it out like that.
Not
Of
that loud.
course it is.
Not that loud.
I just let
That
my
is
body
so excessive.
go. I just let it go.
So excessive.
Hmm.
Mm.
What else?
But your, I don't even know what you call it. Just your weird noises you make. I'm like, please shut up. All right, your turn.
Another quirk about you. I feel like this is a roasting session. Let's name this episode Roasting Each Other.
The Vanessa roast. You can't roast me.
Really?
Are you kidding me? How are you going to roast me?
Another quirk
Try
that
it.
you have is that you're like a needy, non-needy person.
Like what?
You like, oh, just love me.
That's fine.
But don't get too close. Like, why are you laying on me?
Just love me when I ask you to love me.
Like it's on
Other
conditions.
than that, just sit over there.
In the vent.
I need my space.
Yeah.
I want you around, just not right next to me.
Mm-hmm. Or right here. Like, why aren't you touching me?
Yeah. I need you to rub my back or hold my hand sometimes.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're too needy. Like, you want me around all the time.
No, I don't.
Are you kidding me? If you had the option for me to go to the gym with you every day or with Brandon every day?
Wow.
It's just a simple me or Brandon.
No, because
simple
I have...
me or Brandon. That's it.
First of all, it's
me
not
or Brandon,
between you
that's
and
it.
Brandon.
That's me or Brandon.
Because I don't go to the gym with Brandon. But you do good workouts. And when I go with you, I just do what you do. I don't have to think about it. And that's one of my things. I'm an overthinker and I get decision-making fatigue and all this stuff.
Oh, here we
Don't
go.
roll your eyes.
Making up disorders and stuff.
Then it just is more, I would love to go every day with you, but I don't.
Exactly.
Like once a week,
Exactly.
if that.
Exactly. And then you make me feel bad because you know I'm already going with Brandon.
I don't. When was the last time I made you feel bad?
This morning.
It's a date day.
Oh, what the heck? When did that happen?
Literally, you're stuck with me all day.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
You
At 11, we're going to
again?
Stretch Lab.
It's the third time.
At 1 o'clock, we're going to get pedicures.
Uh-huh.
In between, we're going to get a sandwich. After, we're going to go to Sprouts.
Where are we
going
getting
to
a sandwich from?
Buy whatever I want. Chiba Hut.
From Sprouts?
Yeah.
Can I buy whatever I want from there? It's all healthy.
Not everything.
It's a healthy store.
Maybe. Sprouts has those like meal prep dinners,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't order that online. So I wanted to see what they have because it's right next to the pedicure place.
Oh, okay.
And you know, I've said this before. When you run errands, you should group them together. We're literally like, how many feet is that? I think 5 feet, but it's not 5 feet.
From the store to the
pedicure place.
Oh, probably like 113. We're gonna measure today.
Okay.
All right.
All right. What's another quirk of mine? I can't believe you haven't brought up that I'm OCD.
That doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother you?
That you're OCD?
Yeah. How do you deal with it?
You're not OCD.
Used to.
You're selective OCD. Because you're a messy person, but you're super clean.
I'm a messy, clean, organized person.
Like
if I'm in a rush, disaster.
Yeah.
But then it has to be cleaned up within a few hours.
I hated it on the weekend when she would have like open houses or showings or something. She would literally like leave an open house, come home to eat real quick, and then be gone in less than like 10 minutes. And I'd come to the kitchen and like the bread was out, the butter was out, the knife was there, half-eaten sandwiches there. And I'm like...
Cold coffee.
What are you doing, dude? Like, you can't put this stuff away?
No, I'm in a rush. Sometimes you have to pick up my slack.
Sometimes. It was all the time.
Okay, well.
I hated that. You've been better about it now, but it's starting to creep back. Look, your chanclas are right here. Your coffee mug, your water bottle. Your purse.
I don't have a coffee mug. My purse I need because we're about to leave. You have 3 water bottles right there.
Yeah.
Your gym bag.
My pre-workout, my intro
your gym
workout,
bag is
and
there.
then my water.
Your shoes are out. You have way more.
All that is going with me in the next 17 minutes.
Okay, then.
So don't yell at me.
I didn't yell.
All right, then. Now that that's settled.
But I feel like
What are you OCD
you just.
about?
So I'm self-diagnosed OCD. I don't know if I'm OCD or not. I don't go to the doctor to diagnose anything besides. They've told me several times I probably have severe anxiety. But
That's true.
I think
You
in the
need to get
beginning it
help.
drove you nuts. I don't think you remember. But it would drive you nuts that I would go through every drawer. Do you need this? Do you not need this?
It still drives me nuts.
But you just said it doesn't bother you.
No. The OCD I'm thinking of is like your budgeting, your cleanliness, that nesting BS. That still bothers me. Because
It
I'm
does.
like, just leave my stuff alone. I don't. You go through the whole house. Leave my drawers. Leave my clothes. Leave all my stuff alone.
I do for the most part, but like once a quarter.
Yeah, I know it's annoying. Do you need this sock?
I
Like, leave
tell
my
you.
goddamn socks alone.
But now I've gotten see, and that's how you deal with it. So at this, you communicated to me it's not working for you. So at this point, I either get rid of stuff when you're not looking or not home, or
Like what?
I tell you go through your stuff and make a donation pile.
I've been
A
looking for my
giveaway
lucky
pile.
chonies. Did you throw them out?
No, I didn't throw away any chonies.
You sure?
Why are they lucky?
Because they're my lucky chonies. I get
What
good luck with
what
them.
kind of luck do you have?
I win money and stuff.
This guy. That's a quirk that drives me nuts. When it's football season,
Oh man.
he has to have on a particular pair of shorts.
Stitches.
Stupid stitches is the I love it. Stupid stitches.
Stitches.
Because literally he has all these superstitions that he like follows through with and then they still lose. So hey, I don't think it's working.
But it's because I did one little thing off, or you mess it up. When you tell me it's not gonna work, it like ruins the whole thing. It's your fault. It stems from the military, though. From the military, like when we were deployed, I always had to listen to this one song, and I'm not gonna tell you what song it is.
Okay.
I'll play it for you later. It's not appropriate for the cameras. And I would always have to listen to this song at least once before we left the wire.
So you didn't get killed.
Yeah, and it worked.
You're still alive.
Yeah. And in law enforcement too, there was always stupid stations. Like most recently at the PD, we have our lineup room, and there's no assigned seating in this lineup room, but everybody had their assigned seats, and if you don't sit in that seat, it could be disastrous. Just saying. So when rookies would come and they would try to sit in my seat, I'd like put all my shit down and be like, hey, you're in my seat. I'd be like, what? I'm like, get the fuck up. I'll fight you in the back. But I don't know. I've just always been a superstitious person.
I love that word. Yeah, so
But yeah, and during the football season, and every season's different. I'll have like I don't know, my ottoman or something in front of me, and I'll tap it when they're about to kick. And I'll tap, and then they make it. I'm like, hell, this is gonna work the whole season. So every time they kick off or
he starts
they
tapping.
hit a field
What
goal,
about the when
extra
you get
point.
up and you start yelling at the TV? Is that a stupid stition?
Yeah. So, anyways, so every season is different. And like last season, every fourth down or third or fourth down, I had to put my left foot on the ottoman, my right foot over my left foot, and I had to sit like this with my hands on my lap, watching the third and fourth down. And then they would convert most of the time. It was funny when I went to the Giants game in New York, remember, with Anthony when he was out there?
Yeah.
So my buddy was out there, and he was out there for business. And I think they were playing the Giants on a Monday night game. It was the Black Cat game. This Black Cat interrupted the game. It was like running back and forth in the end zone. But so every third down the Cowboys had, everybody would stand up, and I was standing up, and they like jacked up like the first 3 or 4. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to sit down. And then literally the rest of the game, every third down that they had, I would sit down, everybody else around me standing up, and they would convert. And then everybody around was like, sit down. Everybody kept telling me to sit down. It was funny.
Why? Because
every time I would sit down during the third down conversion, they would make it. But when I would stand up, they didn't.
So the Giants
game was
fans
riding
were
on my
telling
back. No, not the Giants fans. The Giants fans wanted us to lose. Other Cowboys fans.
You never told me this. That's absurd.
Yes, I have.
No.
Yes, I have.
Anyway, I think, if we ever went to the doctor, they would diagnose us with all kinds of stuff. Like, you for sure
obviously.
have ADHD.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Like, you cannot focus on anything.
Nope.
But I think dealing with the other person's quirks is just like, if you're seeing something that's bothering you, communicating to them like, hey, I know this is like probably soothing for you, but can you like not throw away my underwear every 2 weeks that you're getting an itch?
I actually do need new chonies though.
Yeah. But I think for me, like organizing stuff and being OCD and in air quotes, and like everything having a place and like going through the budget and budgeting penny by penny and doing all these like neurotic things gives me like a sense of control. So when like my anxiety goes up, I have like this urge inside of me, like downstairs in the basement closet, there's like 6 Tupperware bins, and like one bin is supposed to be all for travel stuff, but it also has a karaoke machine in there, and it's driving me crazy. Like literally I have inventory of everything that's in my house, and if something's out of place, that will drive me nuts. So
do you ever get, I'm OCD, I have OCD for sure, like my whole counting thing. I've had that since I was a little kid. Well, I know, because I'm not like counting 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not a mental, but my whole counting thing, like I have to count in increments of 3s and 4s all day, literally nonstop. Everything I count, like our cushions, we have 10 cushions on here, the ones that are up, and then I have to count the ottoman because there's only 7 on the couch. Did you just count them?
I know that you know all the stairs.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have 16 stairs up, 16 stairs down.
When you tell me some of the stuff, I'm like, I didn't know about the cushions.
Yeah, so we have 10 cushions up top, so 8 of these, and then 2 of the armrest, and then we only have 7 on the bottom. But then we have the ottoman, so that it soothes me. It's still
that
even.
It's 8.
Yeah, and so I have all day, literally all day. I'm counting like car doors, dashes on the road, pole light, everything, all day, nonstop. But then sometimes I'll get, like when I lock my car before I went to bed, and I'll have to count like how many times I locked it. It's either 3 or 4. It has to be 3 or 4. And then sometimes I'll do it right before bed, and I'll like walk upstairs and I go lay down, and I'm like, did I lock my car? I'm like, yeah, I did lock it. I'm like, how many times did I click it? Did I only click it twice? And then it'll like eat at me, and I'm like, that's fine, I'm just gonna go to sleep. And then I'll lay there for like 10 minutes. I'm like, was it?
I gotta click it again.
And then I will get up and go downstairs and click it again. It
Why
drives me
3
insane.
though? 3 is an uneven number.
I don't know. 3 and 4, like I have to count. I think it starts because of cars. On cars, I have to count like the doors. But then there's some cars that only have 2 doors. So it's only 3, so I have to go 1, 2, 3. I don't know, it's weird.
Can you apply that to something in the house, like with some kind of
I can tell you how many cushions we need.
I used to, even when I was a kid, when somebody was talking to me, I would hang on to a sentence that they said, and I would type it out in my head and then count how many characters it takes up. So we need to leave. We, 2, space, need, space,
the
2,
space is a character?
Space, leave, period. 17. And I would do that over and over and over.
Head, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Just so funny.
And then I would type it out first on like a typing thing, and then I would count the characters. Huh? But I think we just have like, we've talked about this before, like we love each other for who we are most of the time. And I just accept him with his quirks, and he accepts me for mine. The good thing is that my quirks keep the house nice and clean and tidy and organized. So like I feel like it's easy
keep accountability to stuff.
Yeah, yours I don't like so much because you just put it somewhere and you don't consult with me like, hey, I'm gonna leave my hats on this cabinet even though I have a drawer like 3 feet underneath to
You're gonna
put the
see my
hats.
options.
I don't even argue with you anymore because once you've like decided on a spot, you don't give two schnickerdoodles.
Schnickerdoodles? What does Aubrey say? Frickety doodle?
Frickety doodle. What the frickety doodle? She got that from Vaisha. But I think just having an understanding, and if you don't understand it, then, you know, maybe get some help in understanding it. And I think once I understood better why I do the things I do, it helped me in our relationship, because in the very beginning, I would like resent you for not organizing like I do. Like, how do you not have the urge to quarterly or every month go through every drawer in the house and get rid of stuff and move things around?
That box is buried way in the back.
And now I'm like, listen, I'm going to spiral today. Leave me alone.
Stay out of my way.
And he's like, okay, good luck. Do you need something? Need some water?
Do your spirals on Sundays, man.
Go ahead. Football season,
the house is
I'm
the
like,
cleanest during
I'm
the
only
football
going to
season.
do this one thing today.
Then I'm going to go sit down with him and watch the game.
And watch the game. Every Sunday, I have that goal. Do you know how many times it happens?
Probably twice.
Like when I'm sick.
Yeah.
But we've talked about this in another episode. Some people, their form of rest is doing those kind of things. Like, it doesn't exhaust me. It makes me extremely happy. So, like, just let me do it.
Yeah, and the kids know, too. They're like, oh, Mom's cleaning. I better go hide in my room or in the basement or somewhere where she's
But now,
not.
like, when Aubrey, poor thing, I've
Jacked her up for life. Yep,
it's fine. She does it, like, sometimes randomly. She'll do it. Not very often. She'll go in her room and she'll like, Mom, I organized everything. And then 90% of the time I'm like, hey, why is all your stuff falling off the hangers and all your clothes is on the floor?
It's that
so. Anyway.
What's a disorder?
Anxiety, I think. Isn't that a disorder?
Sure. I feel like your anxiety's gotten a lot better, though, since I left the PD.
Oh, my gosh, yes. Since we started, like, being consistent with other things that help us. Mm-hmm. And communicating more. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think it was, like, also a mindset shift, because for so long I was just like, I got to do this for work. I got to do this for work. I got to do this for work. That I was sometimes not thinking, oh, I got to do this for my family. I got to do this for the kids. I got to do this for my husband.
Yeah. So,
like, it was consuming me sometimes, because it's so easy. It's like a slippery slope. Because if you own your own business, or you know, do anything where you're self-employed, the options for you are endless. So you have to kind of like, these are my boundaries. This is what I'm willing to do. And this is the time I'm willing to give it. And that is it. Yeah. So that, I think, helped me. And then therapy, I'm still working on, like,
going back.
The good enough portion. Like, you did a lot today. You gave it your best. Yeah. It's good enough. And, like, not wanting to, like, it has to be better. It has to be better. It has to be better. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm not always like that, but it, like, creeps back in. I listened to a podcast the other day, and they called it
being a woman.
Limiting beliefs. No. I guess I don't have limiting beliefs, but maybe they are. I'm just talking through my therapy with you guys. Anyway, that I think is enough quirks, right? Yeah. How do we deal with them? We just do, and we communicate, and we try to understand each other. Stop crying. You still crying?
Try best. What?
Are you still crying? I see a tear right here.
No, it's sweat. Was
it so, like, moving?
Oh, I guess it is a tear.
How are you sweating? There's no way.
Thinking about the gym.
Oh.
But let us know what your quirks are, what you find funny, annoying. I've kind of dealt with my counting stuff for so long that it's not even annoying anymore. I used to hate it. Mm-hmm. I was like, why do I have to count all the time? Mm-hmm. But let us know how you deal with them, or let us know what your partner's quirks are, because those are always funnier and more aggressive. So
entertaining.
But as always, thank you very much for watching, listening, however you're getting the content. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.